What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another little video of me, TheLonesomeRavidor. Now, guys and gals, after one of you guys gratefully reminded me, it's been quite a time since I have last done a trophy update video. Now, I think it's possibly been about 8 months since my last one. I think it's quite specific, so I think that's for some reason in my mind, so I think I might have saw that like a minute ago. Yeah, so about 8 months since my last one, and I have to admit, I went to the last sort of end of my video, my last one I uploaded, and I tried to detect sort of when that one ended and when my new trophies kind of kicked in, and so I kind of just have kind of hooked off the Dark Cloud, because after I finished Dark Cloud I haven't put it in since, whereas like things like, say for example Fallout, which I did was one of my big focuses on last time I did the video, I have actually worked on that since, because I did all the DLC stuff as well, and yeah, so I'm hoping this is kind of a good mark. If I'm repeating myself many of these, I do apologize. I think Revelations 2 might be one I will repeat myself on a touch, but it's okay. Anyway, so guys and gals, starting off, we're going to go from Revelations 2. Now, obviously in my previous video, I can imagine I had completed this game by then. I have no shadow of a doubt I definitely had. I've completed this game for a very long time. I think I got like about 2 more trophies for this. I believe I got that one, which is the countdown mode, and it was one more as well. It was like, it might have been that, or it was the one to do... I'm not too sure. No, it was that one. It was that one. Yes, it was the Moira crowbar one, because I started the first chapter and I went fucking ham on using the crowbar and like near for everybody. And yeah, it hasn't really updated too much on that one, so that's all cool. Knack, I'm pretty certain I completed my last video. If I haven't, all I've really done is complete the game. It's giving me 18% trophies, which is fucking nuts because I got so much work I need to put into that game. Knack is such an awkward one because there's just so much to bloody do, and it's just, oh, it's such a pain just looking at it. It's just like, oh, it's just so much just stuff, and it's, oh, you have to get like all the collectibles done, like characters and do things. It's like, oh my god. But I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'm sure I will eventually do that, but it's just going to take a lot of effort. But I have seen a couple of people have it, which has given me inspiration to eventually do it myself, which when I say seen people have it, obviously on the percentage on PlayStation 4 it shows how many people have it, which shows people have done it before, but in my mind, seeing my friends and stuff, and my friends list on PSN stuff have that, I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll do that one day as well, but for now, it's definitely my backlog. Anyway, so Ratchet Clank, the kind of remake of the 2016 it came out, I believe it was, yeah, so that's last year. Absolutely fantastic game. I fucking loved this game to pieces. I was absolutely more than happy to come on platinum this bad boy because it's so fun. Yeah, like I had a shit ton of fun with it. It was a really easy platinum. Well, not ridiculous easy. There was a couple of ones I had struggled with. I've forgotten which one it was. It was probably, oh, it was the, you have to use your Groovatron on every single enemy. That took a lot of effort, but it was fun. But the only annoying thing was the Groovatron. Apparently, it carried over each save. But I knew for a fact I did Dr. Nefarious at the end with the Groovatron. But I got all the way up to Dr. Nefarious at the end and used the Groovatron on him, and it then worked, if that makes sense. I was very confused about it. I was like, okay, because I'm pretty certain I'd done it before. But nevertheless, it was nice and easy. That was the only real kind of painful one. It kind of forced me to go through the entire game again, which wasn't greatly fun, but it was what it was. Anyway, Puppeteer, I barely played this game. A friend of mine has been playing on played on my account a while back. Plowed through it a little bit. It looks quite an easy platinum. I haven't actually played it all myself, and I have it. I just might eventually give it a go eventually, but it's one of those little ones which I'll eventually do, and you know how it is. F1 Race Stars again. I think I got bought that a while back. I've been playing this. I played this a little bit. Like I think played 2 races with a friend of mine, or friends of mine, I think even. And it looks pretty easy. I think these DLCs are actually free DLC. I'm not entirely too sure because I'd be a pain. I wouldn't really be willing to pay money for DLC for F1 Race Stars. But yeah, especially if you have to do online stuff, I'm a little bit about like thinking of whether that'll actually work or not. But we'll see. But yeah, so it's alright. I doubt I'll ever actually go through and platinum that bad boy. Injustice only popped up again because I played that again recently. It's like a quick split screen game. Bloodborne. Now Bloodborne has been a tremendous bit of fun for me, I have to admit. Bloodborne's honestly kind of popped up to one of my favourite games of all time. I really didn't expect it to, because I came into it not being a huge fan of Dark Souls 1, which is the only Dark Souls or Souls game I played, obviously counting Demon Souls as well. Yeah, I came into it not expecting to really love it, and I was hooked on Bloodborne. Every single day I would not rushed home, I'm not gonna sound like that, I'm a bit big of a nerd, but I was actually excited to go back on my PlayStation, play a new game and stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, and I adore Bloodborne. I actually accidentally got the kind of easiest ending, but like kind of not the easiest one, if that makes sense, but like the kind of rarer one a lot of people don't actually get, where you actually do survive the entire night. Kind of spoilers, but not really spoilers, if that makes sense, because I mean it's a game, you're probably going to be able to survive in some way, shape or form. And so, yeah, I basically said yes to an option which I didn't realise was going to be yes, you're going to end the game now, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't really mean to do that. But afterwards I was like, and I sort of didn't really have the effort or kind of I don't know, the push to keep going. And so I came off this. I've plowed through a lot of other games since I have finished this bad boy, so you'll see in a bit. And yeah, as you guys can actually tell as well, if you guys can have noticed at the top right, I have leveled up a lot since we've last made a video and stuff. I think I was 20 something. I think I was literally 20 with like, I want to say 50% or 69%, I'm not too sure, but it was not that high. Anyway, moving on, so Worms Battlegrounds, I've done a little bit more with this. I actually did do a day where I got bored. I had some friends around at one point. Well, I got bored, I had a friend around. That sounds terrible me saying I've got bored while I've got friends around, but basically I took some time to sort of do that kind of trophy. I did that as well, which is alright. I just sort of like went through and just sort of, you know, just sort of like grind a couple of trophies and stuff, which are quite easy because they're all gold ones and stuff, which is kind of good, and the silver as well. Just kind of help with the percentages on that shebang. Fun pack has actually gone up a bit since we have last made the video. I did have a quick check on the video to see what I was at. I didn't mean to, but it happened to sort of flick up while I was flicking through the video. I kind of, again, I grinded to get all these trophies at one point. I did it all in pretty much one game, and it was fun. It was alright. I mean, I did it literally by myself, you know how it is. I would have done it with friends, but we literally just finished a Monopoly game ourselves at that point, and we were like, and for some reason I was really just super keen on like fucking what's it called? Just getting a bunch of the trophies for some reason anyway. But yeah, I mean at one point I might eventually just finish them off into the Monopoly Plus ones, but like the Monopoly deal even, sorry, but I have no idea how the bloody game works, but it's a game. Anyway, shout out to Crazy Bones 125. Rocket League, I think I've got a couple of the newer trophies for that, like the DLC-esque ones, not actually DLC, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how I get these ones. Like, I play it very, very rarely. And, yeah, I mean, it's good. I do really like Rocket League, but I'm not a tremendous fan. I'm 100% sure that I played that last time I was here. I don't really need to run you guys past what I got there. Because I tried to get some of these trophies as well. I don't know why, but I was something like, oh, I would love to do some of these. And I was like, okay. But, yeah, it was, it's a good game. I do like Rocket League, but I'm actually more of a fan of Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cards, which is the prequel to that game. Oh, I say prequel, but it's the game before that, and it's not really a prequel because there's no real... Well, there is apparently story in that game, but I don't really know anything about it. Anyway, Black Ops 2, I imagine maybe... I think actually, you know, I got one of those in there at one point, because I believe I got like a... I think it was getting the highest, like, the prestige level, like 55, whatever it is, in Black Ops 2 I got. It was like one single bronze trophy. Heavy Rain, I recently purchased that again with the intention to platinum it. When I say recently, Jesus Christ. I went back and I did... What did I do? That one. That's what I did, yeah, so... I said recently, I was back on the 8th of the 7th, so it was 1:12 in the morning. Jesus Christ, I remember it took me a fair while to actually do that, so it was a bit of a pain. But I do want to platinum that one point because a friend of mine actually recently bought it and got really into it, and she was really enjoying it. And I'm hoping to just go for it again because I'd love to platinum this one because it's not a tremendously hard one to do, but it kind of is at the same time. So hopefully I will see what I can do, but I will try my best to sort of do some stuff. But yeah, yeah, I don't know, eventually I might platinum that bad boy. It seems like a reasonably easy one, but it seems like a lot of effort's going to go into at the same time. Anyway, so Modern Warfare 3 was one of my kind of attempts at one point to platinum a game, because I've done a lot of this. Yes, I can, sweet. Yes, as you guys can tell, 76%. I've done a lot of this stuff. I went through the whole game, a veteran, did all that kind of shebang. I sort of ignored these ones for now, because I'm always never a fan of doing these instantaneously after finishing the game, because it requires going back, doing a lot of like stupid shit, and it's like, fuck. But at the same time as well, it's not too bad. But I've been working on this one recently. Well, I say recently, it was Christ, I don't even want to take a wild guess. 2012! That's so depressing. That's taking me like, oh, yeah, guys, getting on 5 years to plan. No, I'm not even admit I'm going to say that. But yeah, I've been trying to maybe get that one recently, and then I'll probably focus on the other ones as well. But then, I don't know, it just takes so much effort to get all the Spec Ops ones. I know it's sort of made me start saying it's so much effort to play games, but like, it's good. It's nice. It's nice, kind of like therapeutic game to play because I don't know. Spec Ops missions are quite good, and you sort of very quick and stuff. You do shit and die. You kind of don't feel too bad about going again, and kind of keep going at it. And yeah. So I mean, it's all right. I mean, I do actually quite enjoy Modern Warfare 3. It's one of my ones I did play a lot out of the. Well, actually, out of the trilogy, I probably played that the second most. Modern Warfare 2 I didn't play at all, except for when I platinumed it ages ago, but which you guys might potentially remember. Anyway, Uncharted 4 at Thief's End. Now this is, oh yeah, I've got the other DLC for this. As you guys might be able to tell, I haven't actually played any of these yet. I was actually trying to platinum Uncharted 4 at one point recently. Again, when I say recently, it was a while back. Again, the 7th kind of sounds about right. With the, like, was it the yeah, that was about the last time I actually did properly play the game, because I really do enjoy Uncharted 4. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But I tried to go through and get there's like a percentage accuracy one, and I'm just pretty certain I did it, but I didn't realize I think you have to do it like the entire way through, if that makes sense. It's something really weird. It's something like very specific you have to do to get the percentage. As in not the entire way through. Sorry, I meant as in you have to get that accuracy percentage. That's it. Yeah. I think that's over. I think that kind of carries over in some games as well, which is quite weird. And I was kind of like, okay, and yeah. So I don't know. I was quite surprised that kind of was so annoying. But I mean, I'll eventually go through it and stuff. I know a lot of you guys on the comments and stuff of some of my previous trophy videos. A lot of you guys were saying you've platinum Uncharted 4. Fucking kudos to you. I'm not gonna lie. I have to know what it is. The other Uncharted I really enjoyed platinuming. This one, not quite as much, but I mean, it is literally going through and getting all the little stuff like it is in the previous ones. But I feel a lot more, because I had the same feeling towards Uncharted 4 like I did The Last of Us, which makes sense because same director and all that stuff. But it's a lot of effort to do anything in that game, which is a shame. But it's, you know, when I say anything to do in that game, I mean a lot of the trophies in that game, because all of them seem to be a huge build up to get one bronze or one like silver and stuff. And I enjoyed that with The Last of Us quite a lot, because I don't know why I just got hooked on that game really fucking bad. But Uncharted 4, although it hooks me straight away, and I played the game so much, and I played it again to do it on the crushing difficulty, and I did it again on the speedrun one, I never really like had the hook like Last of Us did for me, and I wanted to keep going for over and over again, because I must have played Last of Us like 5 times or something stupid like that, because I played through it so many times ago. There's so many little itty bitty things like the shivs and that shebang, and it was just it was not shivs, so the shiv doors and that stuff, but it was so good. I mean, eventually I will go back and do this, because I have actually bought I bought the season pass when I bought the game, so I will eventually I will play the survival mode and stuff. I heard this was coming out, and I didn't actually realize it was out yet, but I'm quite looking forward to the kind of side story one, which I believe is coming with the season pass. I might be entirely wrong on that, I'm not too sure. Anyway, yeah, so Uncharted Drake's Fortune Remastered, I did have a good go at this. I haven't really done too much with it, as you guys might potentially know, because I actually did all this trophy hunting on a live stream a very long time ago. Haven't played it since, to be fair. I just really haven't had the chance to. I do want to go through it, because this game is a decent one to kind of go through. Nice and easy, to be fair, and I really enjoyed the first Uncharted game. And yeah, it's basically go through on crushing, get all 4 of the trophies, do a lot of other good shit and stuff. And you know, it's not too hard to go back and do that stuff. But I do like how they've added all these kind of, I don't know, interesting little ones and stuff, like little kind of like speedrun trophies and stuff, which is intriguing for me, because I've never really seen them. I don't know, maybe they've had some kind of speedrun thing inspired in Naughty Dog recently, because it's strange they had the speedrun trophy in Uncharted 4 and then added them onto the trilogy as well, which is cool, but nevertheless, you know, it's not annoying, but it's different than what I'm used to with the Uncharted series, which isn't me complaining. I will happily go through it, and eventually, though, once I've got through my other shit I'm playing at the moment. But once I finally do, I'll be more than happy to do all that stuff. Anyway, Right to Hell. You guys, again, probably do know a majority of this if you guys have been watching the Right to Hell series. I haven't played this game in such a long time now. I really need to go back into it at one point. I'm not saying I'm desperate to, because this game is a pile of shite. But eventually I will platinum this bad boy. 23% at the moment. Not really too much to say. It is what it is. It's just, yeah. Fallout 4, 100% at long fucking last. I had to check on my video as well on the previous one, and my previous video, we had got to about, we got 100% on the actual game. I think we got like 69% on the Automatron one, or was the Wasteland Workshop, I'm not too sure. But eventually I went through and did all the other ones as well. It was quite a lot of fun to do all the DLCs. I'm not a tremendous fan of the DLCs in comparison to like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I think New Vegas has potentially some of the best DLCs of all time in any fucking game, because the DLCs are that good. But Fallout 4's one, in my mind, didn't really hold up in comparison, which is a bad way for me to do it, because I know Obsidian versus Bethesda, even though Bethesda still published New Vegas, which I might be wrong about, but I'm not too sure. But, you know, anyway. But, nevertheless, it was a bunch of fun doing Fallout 4, because I did genuinely enjoy the game, but I just personally did prefer Free New Vegas, in my mind. I still think it's a great game, but Free New Vegas, in my mind, is a little bit better. Which I know a lot of people would disagree with me on, and I'm not going to say you're wrong, because I'm going to say you're probably right in your own sense, but I think everyone has their own kind of pull, and I know for a fact that I know plenty of you guys might be like, oh, Jordan, you're probably saying it because of nostalgia. You're probably right, to be entirely honest. I mean, I do enjoy a lot of games because of nostalgia, but I don't know, my mind, I still prefer Free New Vegas over 4. Anyway, Resident Evil 4, fucking fantastic game. My dad bought me this as a kind of present on PS4 on the actual disc and stuff, which is quite cool, because obviously I only get it in like America and Canada and stuff like that on disc, whereas over in the UK, I think you can get on disc in the UK, actually, I'm not too sure, but had it bought for me. It's a little kind of side present and stuff, and it was pretty cool. I played through Resident Evil 4 countless times now, to be fair. I own it on way too many consoles. I think I own it on nearly every console I've ever owned, including PC and stuff, so it's been pretty nuts. Sorry, I had a look, if you went on my voice may have moved just then, I was looking over at my Resident Evil kind of stack over there, seeing what consoles I have on. But yeah, it's quite fun going through all this stuff, doing the little shebang. It's the first time I've ever actually unlocked all the costumes as well, which I've never done before, which is quite fun. And also the first time I've actually done all them as well. I've gone through and done some of those before, but I've always been like, so what's the point? And there's obviously, when trophies are involved, I'll motherfucking do it. But doing that was actually a bit of a pain, having to fight Krauser on the hardest difficulty, I'm not gonna lie. The final boss was easy as fucking piss, but Krauser was a pain. I just wound up having to like bitch my way through it. But anyhow, yeah, Tricky Towers, I think I've only got 1 extra trophy since my last time I showed you guys on this. It's cool if you guys haven't played Tricky Towers. Really badass game if you like playing Tetris and doing it against people. It's pretty fucking swanky. Jackbox, I don't think I've had too much movement on that. It's just kind of is what it is. Party games. I think every trophy person that collects trophies, if you guys are considering going into it at all, make sure you have an account which you like to use for party games when you have friends around and stuff. I'd recommend going on there with like CODs, CODs that you don't want to platinum, party games like Jackbox, Monopoly, and all that stuff, because they're kind of games which are going to be insanely difficult to get the trophies for. And if you're kind of person like me, I love to get 100% on all my games, but in all fairness, the depressing thing is now I've got so many games on this account which have this kind of moment where, like, I'm never gonna go through that and do You Don't Know Jack every single fucking episode. Do that. That would take fucking forever. That is the kind of stuff that literally just is insane. And yeah, I mean, maybe eventually I'll get the balls to do it, but like, it's just like the question, you know, quiz kind of games, they take way too much effort to 100%. Anyway, so Far Cry 4. Now, Far Cry 4 was a big surprise for me, to be fair, because I didn't actually expect to kind of like get too dedicated to this game when I started playing it again. I think in the previous video I explained about how I got this, oh, Jesus Christ, what was it? It was this, Knack, Monopoly, Worms Battlegrounds, I think I got Mad Max, Dragon Quest, Fallout came out about that time as well, and one other game? I think Infamous came out. No, actually, I don't think I actually got Infamous around the time as well, as in Second Son. And yeah, so this game got pushed back hard. Like, I didn't mean to, but this game got well and truly pushed back, and I was like, I'm sorry, Far Cry, I'll play you soon, but I genuinely felt so awful. But had a shit ton of fun playing this game. I really did like it, especially the DLC. Actually, I was quite surprised by how much I did like that as well. The ending really shocked me. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys haven't ever played it before or haven't really seen much about it, I'd generally say play it rather than looking it up, because it's quite worth the investment of the entirety of the Far Cry 4 game, then the DLC, and then seeing how it ends, because it's so, like, you start there like, what? And I really liked it. I don't know why, but I'm sure a lot of people had some critique for the Yeti one, but I generally quite enjoyed it. Anyway, but obviously, I don't know if any of you guys do have Far Cry 4 at all, or attempted to platinum Far Cry 4 at all, but you guys will probably have had the issue of, let's have a look. Nope, that's not the one. There is the one trophy, which I can imagine everyone had the issue with, if I can find it, which is literally my last one to get before I got the platinum, and I was so fucking happy when I got it. There we go. So this one is insanely difficult, because obviously you have to have someone, well, in theory, the best way to do it is have someone else who you've got friends with on PlayStation or something that you know, and you can go online with Far Cry 4 on, have you go on the passenger seat and just basically take down someone else from the left-hand side, or whatever side the passenger seat is on. Now, I was extremely cheeky with this, because I tried countless times, up to time, to try and get someone online to work with me to do this. I tried so much, and just, it would not work. It would not work in my favour at all. And so what I actually wound up doing, because a friend of mine did actually have Far Cry 4, and we agreed to do it eventually, but he is quite busy a lot of time, and I'm always the kind of person, as soon as I hooked on the game, I'm like, I can't put it down until I platinum it, then I trade it in, I'm like, just, that's it, I'm done. I was so dedicated. The fact that what I did is actually, I was online in a game with some random, a complete random person, and I kind of like, I hijacked a car, and I sort of like just, I sort of came up with this method where it's like, okay, what I can do is I can park up next to a road and just wait for an enemy to come next to it and just dive out, because you can get in the passenger seat without having someone else in the car, if that makes sense. You can get in the passenger seat when it's just you in the car, which you can't do on single player. You have to be online to do that, and yeah, it was a weird situation, because I sort of sat there, I was like, okay, this isn't working, because no one's coming. And I tried to do it, because eventually, like, they eventually kind of go past me, and I completely missed. So I hopped into the driver's seat, I was like driving along, I was like, oh my god, and I quickly hopped across the other side, and then dived out as well. And I was like, ah! It was such an emotional moment. I was so fucking happy when I finally did that. I was like, oh my god! And it was just, it was just so much hype when I finally did that. I'm dying now, Christ. Ooh, sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, so honestly, that was so much fun doing that. I mean, it was genuinely one of the moments where it's one of those like, I don't unforgettable probably the best way to put it. Kind of Far Cry moments, well not Far Cry moments, probably kind of trophy moments, but it was just like, oh, it was so worth it. Anyway, Overwatch is a bunch of fun. I've still been playing a fair amount of that, to be fair. I haven't played a lot recently, no, something like that. But like I played as Sombra a little bit. She's actually pretty cool. I haven't done any of these just yet. I know that's quite an easy one to do as a whole. Like probably like McCree or something like that. It's quite an easy one to do that too. Yes, I mean, Overwatch is what it is. I'm 100% sure I'll never platinum that bad boy. Oh, sorry guys, my breath's like going all over the place. But yes, I'm 100% sure I'll never actually platinum Overwatch just because of the fact of some of the difficulty of some of the trophies, like I mean, say for example stuff like that. Because I don't know. You have to get so lucky to get some of these trophies. Like one of the ones which is insane is the Lucio's one where you have to wall run and kill 3 people. I think. I don't know if it's, no, you have to get final blows on 3 people. I don't know if it's one wall run or it's just during wall runs or something like that. I'm not too sure how it works, but yeah, it seems like an insanely difficult trophy to be fair. And I'm like, no, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not great at the game. I'm okay at best, if that makes sense. Whereas my friends of mine are much better than me at it. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, anyway, Just Cause free. I finally went through and kind of like finished off all that kind of stuff because I think in the last video I had platinumed the game, but I didn't do any of the DLC. I wound up finally purchasing the season pass and stuff and going through and getting all this bad boy stuff. Bunch of fun. I think the Sky Fortress was probably my biggest pain because there was a moment in that where I had to actually cheat my way through a trophy. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to kind of admit to this now. If you guys have played Just Cause at all before, you'll know there's kind of segments in it where you have to do these kind of go through these kind of things to get gear points and stuff. It's such a tremendously annoying moment to do, like them kind of races to do. Some of them are just so difficult to do. Like you don't know how the fuck you're gonna move your character in that kind of certain way. And little tip to you guys if you do want to do this at all. The best way to do them on the gear things is I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but the kind of not races per se, but you have to go through the checkpoints to get points. But basically, if you kind of stop before you go and sort of like move on to the first like circle, if that makes sense. Just go in the first area and go around in circles for a bit. Your points will slowly build up. It takes a while, like I'm not gonna lie, but once you've got kind of the jetpack thing from it is this one, yeah, the jetpack from this one. You can sort of do it quite easily and sort of just gently move yourself around. As long as you don't go off the course, at the actual area of the course, your points will continue to go up and stuff, and you won't actually kind of get kicked off the race or anything. And yeah, it works pretty well, but it's, you know, it's all good. But yeah, I traded in that bad boy, that was all cool. Your order 1886, a bit of fun. Obviously, if you guys and gals did watch the previous video as well, I believe, I did mention about how I sort of got like 66% in this game. This was actually the very first PlayStation game I ever actually got on PlayStation 4, because I just got this with my PlayStation 4 when I got it. I didn't intend for it to be that, but it just happened to be one of the ones I got. And yeah, it was some fun. I mean, I sort of went through and quickly platinumed it. I think I platinumed it in about 2 hours, I think, because I was missing, there was a... Oh no, actually no I didn't. That's actually a lie. It did take me a couple of days, to be fair, because I had to go to the collectibles and stuff, and I fucked that. I was like, I do that in one sitting, because a lot of this game is sitting there like, because there's so many fucking cutscenes going on. But it's... I don't know, I've been going through it again, like actually rushing through it and so just playing it for a game rather than paying attention to the cutscene and the story, which is honestly the parts which let this game down. The gameplay is alright, you know what I mean? It's an average third-person shooter, which I think if they focused on that, it would have been much better acclaimed, if that makes sense, because it's a beautiful game, like, even on its own, without the, you know, very, very intense, kind of like very nice-looking cutscenes and stuff. But anyway, yeah, so Lego Star Wars was fun. Again, I went through that. I did all the DLC as well. It was really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys haven't actually done it before, like any of the Lego games, always quite a fun one to do. Some of them are tremendously annoying. This one was kind of annoying in some aspects. There was one on here. I think it was. There was. That one was a pain because it had the classic kind of Lego games trophy glitch, where if you've been hit by it once in a previous playthrough on the same kind of time your PlayStation has been turned on, you have to turn off your PlayStation, turn it back on again, do it again, and then it'll work. And it's just like one of those moments where you're like, fuck! And it's just, yeah, I remember that actually happened a couple times in my Lego Jurassic World time I tried to platinum that bad boy, and yeah, I mean, it was fun. I really do enjoy playing this game and stuff, but it was just some of those kind of trophies and stuff are just a pain when they kind of glitch out like that. But yeah, I mean, this is a bunch of fun, to be fair. As I would recommend it for anyone that hasn't actually played the game and as well wants to platinum an easy game, because all it is really play the game through, do some little stuff. As per ever, as well, as I said, like the Lego games always have like glitches in every single aspect. If you start a chapter and quit out of the game in the middle of it and then start the chapter up again, it won't give you the trophy for completing the chapter. You have to complete it in one sitting, which is going to be a pain in the ass, especially if you're having a long session, because obviously as soon as you finish a chapter, it then starts the next session, next chapter even, and then if you quit out and come back in again, it counts as you starting out from the middle again, and it will just, yeah, it's not a pretty sight. It's just, oh, not good. Anyway, so yeah, Ratchet Clank 2, platinum that bad boy. It's all good. It's all fucking fresh in the hood. If you guys haven't played Ratchet Clank 2 before, again, pretty easy platinum. It's not too bad. Much easier than platinuming Ratchet Clank 1, not gonna lie. Black Ops 3, I played a fair amount of that recently. I've been playing a lot of these zombies and the just general stuff. Haven't done any of the kind of stuff on it at all. I've literally just flicked through and done some of the things. I want to say for some of the things, I mean, barely any of them. I actually do have all of these DLCs as well. I've just not done any of the fucking zombie missions, if that makes sense. It's really weird how his face gets closer. Why did... That's really lazy, like, DLC art there. I mean, surely it's just... It could potentially just be the fucking trophy thing, but still. That's just literally just like, man, closer man, face man. It's like, okay, cool. But anyway, yeah, but Black Ops 3, standard stuff. Ratchet Clank 3, finally planned that bad boy. Pretty kind of proud of that one, so I finally kind of traded in the trilogy and stuff. Like, I've been trying to power through all my games, just get rid of a bunch. If you guys, oh shit, oh no, I'm gonna spoil the number one. No, don't look, ladies and gentlemen, don't look. No, ignore them all. There we go. Well, we'll just sort of sit on here until it's kind of loading them all up. But yeah, Ratchet Clank 3, nice easy one as well. It was a touch more difficult than number 2, just because I think a couple of the skill points were slightly harder, but it was still good. I really enjoyed doing all that stuff, and it's kind of always cool to play for the Ratchet Clank games because they're quite nostalgic and stuff. Infinite Warfare, I'm one of those madmen that did actually buy Infinite Warfare, and actually I bought it without the bloody Modern Warfare Remastered, yeah. Because I actually bought it for my girlfriend who actually likes CODs and stuff, and we bought it. Well, I bought it for her so we could sort of play it and stuff. Because at the time when I bought it, the one with the remastered version was about 75 quid, and this was only £30 to buy it new. And as an Infinite Warfare by itself, it's only 30 quid, and then with the remaster, it was 75, and I was like, fuck that, because that's a fucking lot of money for a bloody extra game. And then like a week later, they kind of released it in the store which I bought Infinite Warfare from. They brought Infinite Warfare back down to £25 on its own, and then it was like £45 with the remastered version, which was really gutting for me, because I would have played the remastered version a fucking shit ton, because I adore that game, I'm not gonna lie, which in all fairness I could always just go back and play it on my PlayStation 3, because I'm 100% sure people are still playing on there. But yeah, although they're pre-hacked servers, I would still fucking love my tits off for doing that. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, if you guys enjoy like the simple multiplayer games, it's cool. It feels like a lot like actually the COD 4-ish style, I don't know why, but yeah, it sounds a weird thing to say, I know that's kind of floating around in space and shit, but it just feels very COD 4-ish online. I don't know if you guys would agree with me at all, that you probably won't, but I don't know, it feels different to Black Ops 3, that's for sure. And I feel like maybe they've tried to go back for the retro style, but they've accidentally done it instead of trying to go for retro style whilst going for a modern style and mashed it up too much. Like I heard they have changed the remastered version a lot as well. Anyway, yes, so I was one of those madmen that also bought The Last Guardian, one of the weirdest games to judge as to whether you liked it or did not like it at all in your entire fucking life. Last Guardian is one of those games I have no idea if I did enjoy or not, but nevertheless, talking about trophies though, I do one day want to platinum this trophy, this game. I was going to do it like near enough as soon as I completed the game, but I lent it to a friend who actually never wound up playing it, and I got well and truly distracted with Dragon Quest Builders, which I'm playing a shit ton recently, and I'll show you guys my trophies on that in a second. But I'll eventually platinum Last Guardian, but in all fairness, the value of this game has dropped so fucking much, and I'm not entirely too sure why. I know it's just because of Christmas, it was like cheap over Christmas, something like that, but it just dropped like fucking sack of potatoes, and it was really depressing. But yeah, I mean, when I eventually trade it and stuff, I can imagine I'll probably get like 10 for it, which is a shame, because I will, like, I think I spent like £45 on it and stuff, which, I don't know, it's going, because I was really hoping for a great game, and it was a fantastic game, but if you guys have played it before, you'll understand what I mean, but, you know, anyway. That's all cool, but yeah, I mean, eventually I will plan them and stuff, because it seems, it's one of those kind of, it has the one trophy which I'm generally worried about. Like, that one, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Because there's so many trophy spears you have throughout the entire game. I don't know if it means you have to do them all the time, like, straight away, because I'm not always with Trico in every moment as well, and it's like, oh my god, and I don't know, anyway, but, That sounds quite easy to be fair. I've often got close to that before and I had no idea that's a trophy, and I sort of like, I just danced around him and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because when I played the game for the first time, I was entirely blind, and I won't spoil too much, but basically when you get to the antenna room, sometimes he just goes a little bit vicious, per se, we'll say. And I was avoiding him for ages, and I was like, am I meant to be doing anything? So I was like, how the hell do I do anything? And yeah. Anyway, but that's like a classic. Like, you have to get an unlockable for getting like extra stuff. But it is the shout out to Mobida. What was I? Where is it? That's one I'm kind of a little bit worried about, which is a game without game over, because that would be a tremendous pain in the ass. But that's also one I'm generally kind of worried about, because there was another one. Yeah, so 30 hours, 15, there's 5 hours. 15 hours is actually my very first run through. I did it in 15 hours, apparently just normally. 5 hours, I'm generally intrigued to see if I actually can do that, because I got very used to how to command tree cone in straight away. I wasn't really too. It didn't take me too long, kind of to get used to and stuff. But I'm intrigued to see how long it'll actually take me to do that, because I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of worried at the same time, because it's like that's gonna be a tremendous one where anything could go wrong, it could fuck up, and it's just like I have to do the whole thing again, and that's gonna be a very stressful trophy. I can see that. Anyway, so we are kind of now entering the world of VR a little bit. VR World is a game I've been playing recently a little bit, because I bought myself a PlayStation VR. I was one of the fucking few madmen to buy one. Well, I say a few madmen, one of the few madmen to manage to get their hands on one in the UK. And yeah, I managed to get myself. I got bought VR Worlds for Christmas, and it's a pile of shit. I'm not gonna lie. It's all right. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just a huge tech demo. It really is, and like. No one, I'm not going to say no one's going to disagree with me, but I genuinely think no one would really disagree with me that much. It's alright. I mean, I showed my granddad at one point, which is a really weird way to put it, but basically my granddad had to go on the water one, which is all cool. I mean, the water one's alright, but it's just such a basic kind of thing. Like, I played on the Samsung VR before, and you get all this kind of stuff for free, you know what I mean? Although you don't get, like, the London Heist one, which is probably the best made out of the 5 games that are on there. The Asteroid one, which is pretty cool, but my god, does that make me feel ill when I play that game. I'm not too sure why, but it just really does. I mean, I'm generally good on VR. Like, I'm actually really quite good at not feeling too ill on VR, but for some reason that just, I don't know what it was. Anyway, I might have buying myself on the Marvel vs. Capcom on PS4. Played that a little bit. As you guys can see, I haven't really done too much trophies-wise for it. It's all cool. Doom, I started that up recently because my mum bought me that for Christmas as well. I'm sort of, eventually I will platinum that bad boy and hopefully do all the DLC as well. I'm hoping to get the DLC before the kind of New Year's-esque sales go away, because I think they finished on the 20th, something like that, so like 3 days from now. But yeah, so I'll eventually get that. I think I've literally got 1 trophy from that so far, which is nothing too intense. I think it's doing the first thing. Yeah, first mission. Cool. Yeah, so I mean, I'll eventually sort of like go through and do that bad boy, but I am still distracted with my main game, which I'm playing at the moment, which is bloody Dragon Quest Builders, which we'll eventually slowly crawl our way up to. Pilot Commando was actually a game I played a fucking shit ton recently, because I've been trying to go through a lot of my older PlayStation 3 games, just get rid of them and sort of just platinum them, just trade them in, because they're worth absolutely dog shit now, and I just want to get rid of them. And yes, basically I managed to sort of go through and sort of get all the stuff, and well, so I'll go through and complete on the hardest difficulty, but the only thing I only have to do is go through and do all the collectibles and kind of all the challenges, which are kind of more annoying than it sounds. But nevertheless, I'll be able to do that quite easily, to be fair. I'll probably be able to do it through, I think, as they both are classed the same thing, because I think the collectibles are classed as challenges. I'll probably be able to do that in probably 1 more run and stuff, which is gonna be good. I mean, I won't mind going through and doing all that stuff probably quite quickly and stuff, but you know. Anyway, I played a lot of Until Dawn Rush of Blood, probably my favourite VR game so far. It's really a game where I genuinely was like, this is built for VR, and I was really genuinely impressed by it. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys haven't played it before and have a VR, pick yourself up Until Dawn. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, you can probably pick it up second hand for like a tenner now, to be fair, because it's new when it came out, it was like 15 quid or something like that. So you could definitely get it for like cheap now, to be fair. And it's really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if you do enjoy the Until Dawn series, like Until Dawn, you know, the very first Until Dawn game, this is a really quite cool kind of addition to that, like, and showing you kind of more of the life as to what it's not. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but it definitely explains a bit more behind some of the characters' actions and stuff. But it's good. It's good. I mean, and ignoring even that, if you don't really even like the Until Dawn series, it's kind of just a cool game as a whole. It's going through, get some cool jump scares and stuff, shooting some things. And it's quite cool to have like an on-rail shooter like that as well, where it actually makes sense because you're in like a roller coaster the entire time, kind of going metaphorically through the roller coaster of the main characters' emotions and all that stuff. But it's good. It's a really genuinely quite fun game. Anyway, so on to the next one of the VR realm as well. The Playroom VR has been kind of like one which is, I don't know, it kind of cursed me for a bit, because I for some reason got a little bit addicted to doing some of the kind of more more, I don't know, when I say more bullshit trophies, I mean more in the sense I was bullshitting my way around some easy trophies. And yeah, so I mean, I sort of went around, a friend of mine, me and a friend of mine worked on like one set of the trophies quite easily. There's like kind of a Western mini game in there. We did that quite well. I think it's the, I don't even know, somewhere, but yeah, I remember that now. But no, it was a bunch of fun, to be fair, doing this kind of stuff, because a lot of this is actually quite cool and things. I actually quite enjoy doing the kind of collectibles thing. You get to collect the little figures and stuff, which is quite cool. I don't know why, I was just generally very, very entertained by that. But it's generally a really quite cool game. Let's be honest, this is what fucking VR World should have been, because Playroom's actually entirely for free. Only kind of, I'm probably going to say call Playroom VR my very first unintentional platinum, because I kind of got to a point where I was so close to it, I was like, you know what, I'll finish this off. And I kind of basically like, what I had to do, because there's a mini game on it where you have to catch these ghosts, where basically the person in the VR goggles can't see the ghosts, but the person watching the TV can. And I kind of hacked, so not hacked my way, but basically put my arm into the VR headset, so more made me think that my head was in there, and I sort of like was using my actual own vision, looking at the TV and stuff, to kind of like aim my way and do it, because me and my girlfriend tried it so many fucking times, we could not do it together, and it was like kind of the last trophy I had to do and stuff, and it was good. I actually really enjoy it. Like, I'm keep tempted to delete off my PlayStation, but I keep keeping it on there because I know that like it's perfect for like showing, demonstrating what the VR can do, and I think it's what VR World should have been. Like, I think VR World should have been at least cheaper or bloody free. Like 26 quid for 5 bloody tech demos is not what I want. Anyway, I'm being a little bit bitchy here. I apologize, guys. Anyway, Trivial Pursuit. Me and my friends of mine have been playing that recently. A friend of mine, one friend. But no, we've been playing this recently. We just bought it out of kind of like, I don't know, we sort of just were intrigued about it, and we sort of just give it a go, and it's been good. I mean, it's interesting to sort of play and stuff, is what it is, Trivial Pursuit. Jackbox Party 2, I really enjoyed the first Jackbox, we sort of thought we'd get this one as well. Again, playing a little bit of this, I fucking can't stand Bomb Corp, is just, I can't stand it. But, yeah, I mean, it's fun. I mean, again, Jackbox is what Jackbox is. My girlfriend recently bought me Dead Rising 1 for Christmas as well, which is pretty badass. She got me this and a couple of PlayStation 3 games and a calendar, which is pretty badass. Wallace and Gromit 1, by the way, which is fucking amazing. But no, it's a really cool game. If you guys haven't played the Dead Rising games before, you go around killing zombies with like household objects and stuff. It's pretty fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie as well, it's actually the first time I've ever actually played Dead Rising 1 on a PlayStation console. Sorry, I mean Dead Rising 1 at all. I played it for about 5 minutes, like years upon years upon years ago. I remember I was around the age of about 14. Just because a friend of mine had it on 360 and I gave it a quick go. Like, honestly, for like 2 minutes maybe, it was generally such a short stint. And sinking my teeth into it now is so nice. Like, I don't know if you guys do know this at all, but basically I fucking love the Dead Rising series. I have no idea why, but Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 2 off the record is fucking amazing, and I really fucking love them. And it's stupid because they're dumb as fuck games. You just run around, do stupid shit, and kill zombies. That's just so... The writing is not the best. I mean, in all fairness, the writing is actually not awful, but it's not the best. You know what I mean? The franchise isn't... You know, it's not like... impeccable, but Dead Rising 1 is just so fucking fun. Like, I like kind of the lack thereof of the combo weapons and stuff, but then Dead Rising 2 is pretty fantastic because of that and stuff. And I think Dead Rising 1 and 2, just by playing Dead Rising 1 for a little bit, I haven't actually played too much, you guys might be able to tell by the lack of trophies, getting the taste between the two is just so... I don't know, just getting the taste, they complement each other so well. I really think they do. Like, what you gain from number 2, when you lose from number 2 compared to number 1 stuff, when you gain from number 1, when you lose from number 2 stuff, it's just, it's piece de resistance. I don't know, I'm a sucker for Capcom, I'm a sucker for zombies, and I fucking love Dead Rising. These kind of games are really cool to me. Anyway, so this has been my bad boy I've been playing recently, and I've been really kind of confused as to why all the fucking trophies have been coming up in Japanese, but it does kind of make sense, because for some reason it's really weird, because when you get a trophy on your side, on your friend's like kind of activity feed, it shows it coming up as like Japanese or whatever. It's really funny. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, I've been working on this a lot recently, to be fair. That's actually been one of my big ones. I think this trophy I got today. Yes, I did, yeah. Yeah, so I got this literally about 3 hours ago. Oh my god, I did. Fucking, that was literally 3 hours ago. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of this recently, to be fair, because it's really, really fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, like, I've been really enjoying it, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely recommend it for anyone that enjoys Minecraft and or the Dragon Quest series, to be fair, because it's got a fantastic combination of both, which makes it work so fucking well. But this definitely is going to be my next platinum, because it's not actually a tremendously difficult one to do. Because basically there's 4 different chapters, which is A, B, and C, and D. And then you have to kind of get the challenges in all the chapters as well, which is A, B, C, and D, just there. And as you guys slightly saw at the end here as well, you sort of have to just do like kind of like miscellaneous stuff. Things like learn 50 different room recipes, eat 20 different food, and kill 8 enemies with one single kind of explosive, that kind of wrecking ball is called. And sorry, the wrecking ball is a kind of explosive kind of thing. And yeah, so something it's not like a tremendously hard one to do. It just takes a very long time to do because of how long each chapter is. I mean, I think to be fair, if I said to you, oh, hey, I'm making a game that has 4 chapters, I think your first comment would be, that's a bit short, isn't it? Because I mean, this game pulls it off like a fucking maverick. You can plow through these chapters quite quick if you really want to, but if you actually play them like you're meant to play them and stuff, they fucking take forever. Like, it's good. It really is a good thing that they take for a long time, because it means you generally do get kind of engrossed in the story of the world and just what everything's going on. It is really, really good. If you guys do ever get a chance to play it, just give it a go. It's a fucking swanky game. But yeah, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is kind of the end of our another update video. Now, I did not expect this to take so long. 40 minutes, Jesus fucking Christ. So we've gone a very far away since all the way down here, which is Revelations 2, because I'm pretty sure Dark Cloud 1 was the last one we sort of really did, and Fallout was the other one I really talked about. But yeah, going from all the way down here all the way to up here, and I think we've gone from, it was, I want to say, how many? Well, 42 now. I can imagine. Well, actually, I don't know. I would say we're on like 36 platinums last time, something like that. Maybe 38. I'm not too sure. Probably maybe a touch less. I mean, hopefully I put some annotation on the screen right now to show you guys how much I actually did have and stuff. But yeah. So I mean, really, like it's pretty incredible how like far we've come in that kind of like 8 months, but kind of depressing at the same time how long it takes me to get each month per platinum, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's not focus on the bad side. Let's not focus on the bad side, guys. Come on. But anyway, guys and gals, thanks so much for watching. This has been another episode of Dragon Quest. No, this has been another little trophy update video for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. A bit of a long video. I'm sorry I've been talking a bit too much. Kind of my job on this side of things, though, so I do apologize. But no, guys and gals, I hope you guys have a lovely day, night, afternoon, whatever you guys doing right now. Enjoying your time, enjoying your chillaxing days and stuff, and enjoyed this shout out to iPro Jacob. Enjoying your times and stuff, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. I can't imagine I'll do a trophy update video for a very while unless I get a fair amount of trophies soon, if that makes sense, because I've got so many goddamn games to run through. I'm hoping to do, I don't know, hopefully once I finish Dragon Quest, I might go back and finish Bionic Commando. Once I finish Bionic Commando, I might finally finish off Doom. And so much place stuff to finish off. And Resi 7's coming out in like 7 days as well. It's like, fuck! Stressful times. But anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. I'm TheLonesomeRavidor. Once again, you guys are amazingly beautiful and perfect as per ever. Hope you guys have a lovely day, night, afternoon, whatever you guys are doing now. I hope to see you guys in the next one. So, guys and gals, c'est la vie, hasta vista, and goodbye. Oh, ciao!